This is a review of the My Period Calendar app, which is available for Android. You can see that on your home page here it has a nice discreet little book, and it just says My Calendar. So one of the first things you'll notice is that it has this bunny, which is a little bit cheesy. You do have the option to indicate that a period has started or stopped by just touching the bunny on that day. So that is somewhat convenient. You can also go in to the settings and you can choose different little animals. They're all sort of cheesy. Many of the images in this app are cheesy, but as I've looked at different period apps, I found that most of them have cheesy images. So you kind of pick what you want. You can customize weight units, temperature units for metric or English. You can also customize moods and symptoms. You cannot change what the images are, but you can change what the words say with them. So you can change them to be things that you will use, and if there are ones that you think you won't use, you can just uncheck them in these boxes over here, and then they won't show up on your calendar options, so you will not have as many to scroll through. In the log, it's nice and simple to just enter a new cycle, especially when you first get it. If you want to enter your last couple cycles, it's nice and easy to enter that. It will take all of your past cycles, mark where they've started and ended, and tell you how long they were. It has an automatic averager so that it will calculate how long your average cycle is so that it can predict when the next one will be. One downside of this app is that it is not able to leave one cycle out of that averaging function. So if you have one cycle that is particularly long or particularly short, you won't be able to leave that out, and it will affect your average. This can also look at your ovulation or your fertile days if you are recording those for if you're trying to get pregnant. It also has a temperature chart, which you can look at on a monthly or weekly basis if you are tracking your basal body temperature. I think my favorite thing about this app is the way that the calendar functions. One of the main things is that it offers, if you look here on the 12th, you can see there's a heart. That's the symbol it uses to show intercourse on that day. If you look on the 14th, you can see that there's a different colored heart with a little green thing by it. That's supposed to be a condom. This is the only app that I have looked at that has an option to show with or without a condom or other, at the time birth control. There are several apps that have the option to show a pill, whether you're taking a birth control pill or any other form of vitamin, and you can see here on the 24th that this can do that as well. But this is the only app I've seen that has that condom option, and I think that's a really nice option. So something else that I really like about this, when you pick a day, oh, we got glare there, pick a day, and just touch down here by the notes to go into your notes. You can mark that the period has started or ended today. You can write a note, put any pills, and you can customize what pills you're taking. You can go into symptoms, and you can mark the severity of the symptom. So I'll just pick a couple of symptoms here as examples. And down here is your course option, and there's your condom or no condom option. When you return here, you can see that the notes portion here will show the words of what your symptoms were, but over here you can also see the images. So if you have symptoms that you have frequently, then you're able to see them over here, and it's a really at a glance kind of thing, which I really like. These dark pink squares here are the ones that indicate when you are on your period, when you've entered it. You can see there, this shows flow over here. If you go forward a month here, these paler pink squares are the estimated future period. You can also see these little pink circles are when they estimate that you are fertile, and you can turn those off if you are not interested in that information. The last thing is that if you do write a note, it will actually show you the note right here also on this page. So I think this is a very convenient app because it shows you all the information right here on the page. One thing I like about this is that I've also found it easy to navigate. Some apps will have the back and forth buttons right next to each other, and I find that I accidentally enter symptoms or information on the wrong day, and I have not had this problem with this app. I used this app exclusively for about 8 months, and I really liked it. The only reason I don't have it anymore is that I have moved to an iPhone, and this one is only available on Android. So that is my only complaint about the My Period Calendar app, is that it is only available on Android.